Good day, everyone. If you're currently watching this, it means you've just been elected as a class representative. My name is Sipho Carneson, and I'm from the Division of Student Development, and today I'm going to walk you through some of the class representative training materials. And our main focus today is making sure that you're an informed and effective class rep during your term. So, what is a class rep, and what role do they fill at the University of Pretoria? Class representatives are elected by their fellow classmates to represent them as a link between the lecturer and the students. Class representatives act as feedback relays, providing feedback to lecturers and giving feedback to students from lecturers and vice versa, both positive and negative feedback. When it comes to class representatives, a really important document to become aware about is the Student Complaints Protocol. Class reps play a critical role in the grievance procedure, and that's something you'll have to take note of along your journey as a class rep. Some tips regarding how to be a fantastic class rep is be knowledgeable about your study guide, the format of your particular academic department, as well as the prior document I mentioned earlier, the Student Complaints Protocol. Any class rep has to be informed about these structures to properly advise students when relating to queries. The next thing you should do as a class rep is you should negotiate about 5 minutes at least once per week in any of your lectures to ensure that you discuss any issues or matters relating to students with your classmates that you can relay back to your lecturer. And then lastly, consider having both formal and informal meetings with your lecturer to continually give them feedback and to think about ideas on how you can improve the class experience. As I mentioned before, I'm from the Division of Student Development. The Student Development Division has the aim of developing leadership potential within various candidates at the University of Pretoria. We do this to ensure that you can practically exercise your skills within a protected environment and grow as individuals. As a result of this, student development is in charge of about 19 student executive committees. Each of those committees has a role, but specifically, the academic faculty houses play a huge role when it comes to the class representative system. Each faculty house has an executive committee comprised of student leaders, and each executive committee has a single academic EC member who will be your first point of call if you have any queries relating to being a class representative. As a result of the faculty houses falling under student development, by extension, the class representative system also falls within our governance and our management. That means that the ClickUp module associated with being a class rep is managed and run by our division. And the training of all newly elected class reps is also handled by us. So if you have any further queries relating to any of these things, including things like the training, please feel free to contact us. As a class representative, due to the fact that your fellow students and colleagues will confide in you, you have to understand the fact that your role as a class representative has its limits. As such, there are various things you do not necessarily want to get involved in, and as a result of that, you should refer to your academic EC member within your particular faculty, and they will advise you on the correct structure to approach regarding those particular issues. Some of these issues include personal issues, sexual harassment and bullying, health matters, crime and related issues, accommodation, financial issues, disciplinary issues, as well as staff issues. You will find that in the class rep hand guide, we have provided you with various numbers as well as some information on some of these institutions. So if required, you can refer students to them where a qualified professional will be happy to assist. Some more tips for being a fantastic class rep. Always consult your lecturer first. Ensure you give positive feedback too. The world isn't just negative. Build relationships with key stakeholders. It's not just the students in your class and your lecturer who are important to get to know. Faculty administrators, your HOD for the academic module, for example, All of these parties may be helpful in solving various issues that occur within your class environment. And you're a leader, so remember to lead by example. Now, I know this all sounds like it's a job with no reward or no return, but the reality is there are some benefits of being a class rep. And developing your skills throughout this journey can really aid you in getting value out of this. So there are multiple benefits to being a class representative, including networking, leadership development, understanding UP operations, and of course, adding value to your professional value proposition, putting the fact that you're a UP class representative on your CV when you have no work experience can carry some real weight out there in the world. Now, in order to actually carry weight in the world, you have to ensure that you're an effective class rep. So be dedicated in representing your classmates. Ensure you radiate with passion as a class rep. And one that may be particularly important, ensure that you're visible as a class representative. You need to be both visible and accessible by both your classmates as well as your lecturer. Use social media to engage with your class. Whatever it may be, WhatsApp groups tend to work pretty well, but it's totally up to you as well as your classmates on what works best for you. And lastly, ensure that you go through all the training materials so you understand your role, your responsibilities, as well as the limits to being a class rep, and how you can take advantage of some of the benefits. If you have any further questions relating to the class representative system, please contact your academic EC member that is part of your particular faculty house. Each faculty house, as stated before, has a dedicated academic EC member, and they will be sure to assist you if you have any queries. Also, feel free to wander into the Department of Student Affairs. The Student Development Corridor is accessible by all students, and one of our lovely staff members will be there to assist you if you have any further queries. So, good luck on your journey as a class representative, and remember, if you have any further queries or require any assistance, please feel free to float into the Student Development Corridor situated at the Department of Student Affairs, and we'll be sure to assist you if you have any issues. Enjoy the rest of your day.